Despite the fact that our industry is facing issues of consumer trust on the editorial side and massive disruption on the business side, which necessitates countless kind of never-ending reorganizations. In fact, we just announced our own reorganization at Condé Nast just this past Thursday. There is a path through all this chaos. But it's going to require all of us to rally around one principle. And that principle is a commitment to quality above all else. And that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. Change is inevitable in business and in life. And as I've had the chance to reflect on that change, it's important to remember what has stayed the same. What has stayed the same is the ecosystem and the importance of collaboration between brand, agency, and media company. But also the importance of engaging consumers and allowing brands to tell their story. It's about the importance of connection and creativity, emotion and engagement, truthfulness and trust between a company and their customers. Now, at the core of this company-consumer connection is the importance of quality stories and quality storytelling. Great stories told well. I love that line. I love it. And it was the first time I heard that, and I've got to give credit to him. He's the only man that I know that tweets more than our president, Bank of America's media maestro, Lou Pascalis. Now, I hope you appreciated the story that I opened with, because everybody loves a good story. Think about how you feel when somebody says, "Let me tell you a story." There's a very natural anticipation. There's this immediate focus of attention. It's a lean in. And that's because it's in our DNA. We are wired as the only species on the planet to recount the past or discuss the future. And that is why storytelling has been around as long as language itself. And great stories have always survived, regardless of the medium, whether it be carvings on a cave wall, a newspaper, or even from a social media feed. Storytelling is so effective because it's intimate. And that intimacy is the result of it feeding two very core human needs: the need to understand and the need to be entertained. But those are really the only byproducts of a much more basic need. And I'm talking about the need for connection. Because the story, it creates a bridge between the storyteller and his or her audience. And that is what brings us closer together as humans. Now, when it comes to marketing trends and jargon, storytelling is probably an overused term these days. And that's because the pendulum has shifted in our industry once again. We know that over the last 5 to 7 years, the conversation among marketers, agencies, has mostly been about efficiency and platforms, ad tech and algorithms. But now, shifting back to the power of the story. And more importantly, specifically, brand stories. Why? Well, because marketers today have to compete for attention like never before, and they have to do it within or adjacent to quality content and great storytelling. They need great stories told well. Quality content remains the essential tool to earn customers' attention, to earn their engagement and trust. Yet right now, that trust is at a risk. Perhaps more than ever in the history of media. Let me read you this quote from a Gallup poll which was just conducted last fall. Americans' trust and confidence in the mass media to report the news fully, accurately, and fairly has dropped to its lowest level in Gallup polling history. Only 32% saying that they have either a great deal or fair amount of trust in the media. This is down 8% in just 1 year. Think about that. Less than 1/3 of America trusts our media.